Hi friends, this is Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my craft room and to my channel. So glad you're here. I'm excited to start on my next project, so I wanted to share with you what it is. So I showed you the basket of little golden books and Disney books that I'm challenging myself to make journals out of this year in 2025, and I picked this one first off the top. So I've already got it, new spine here, and we're going to add some pockets and some fabric, but it's a 1.5 inch spine, new spine that I made, and that is because the little golden part of it was messed up, which I showed you in the video where I showed you that basket of books. Anyway, yeah, that was messed up, and then also, I mean, this is the most worn cover in there, and but I think it'll make it be a really cute journal. I'll show you the paper I have to put in here, and it's going to be so adorable. But yeah, I thought this would be cute for, I mean, it could be for a boy or a girl, this type of journal. And it could be for, if you wanted a journal for a younger person, this would be good for them, boy or girl, or an adult, of course. We love all of our little golden book journals too, don't we? And it could even be a little baby book or something. So I kind of make my journals to be so they could be used for anybody, any type, anything, type of thing. They're eclectic, so most of them anyway. So anyway, then the corners were, how some of the corners are worn on books and little golden books. Now I don't do it a lot, but I did do it on this one, and I won't do it a lot because I know my sewing machine doesn't like it, but I did it. And so yeah, the corners were a little kind of frayed, so I thought, well, if I could sew through that, that would be really cool, and I kind of would be really kind of smashing it back together like it originally was. I mean, I have done it where you could just put glue in there and kind of smash it back together, and that kind of rejuvenates it. It does do the trick, but I thought it would be really cool if I could sew. So that's what I did. I sewed around the cover before I put the spine on. I sewed around the cover, and I'm not saying you should do it with your sewing machine, because like I said, my sewing machine I know didn't like it, so I'm not going to do this like to all the little golden books, or hardly ever, but I did want to try it on this one. I have done it before, so I knew I could do it. I just don't do it very much. So the next step is, like I said, 1.5 inch spine sewn around. Oh, I took pages from the book, and put them inside here. I really like that, and I might start doing that more, because it's how the Rand McNally books are. They have actually the inside of their book covers looks like a page from the book, and I think it's so cute. I just love that. So this was the only page in the book that didn't have any words on it, so I put it here in the front, and then this was the last page of the book, so I figured that would be a good choice for the back cover, the last page of the book. So there it is, their happy ending in this story. So All Star Pups from Paw Patrol story. So I'm going to use this fabric. I found this, I was looking for yellow and blue, because there's a lot of yellow and blue in this book cover, and I just thought this fabric right here would just be a lot of fun for this cover. So let's see. It's not really directional, but I gotta decide which. I do need to decide which way I'm going to have these little pieces go. Go this way or this way. So I need to take a drink here in a second. Oh, I kind of like it both ways, but I think I like it this way. I thought I was going to like it this way. I mean, either way is cute, but I think I like it this way. Okay, let's do it this way. And let's see, do I have a straight edge anywhere? I guess this side is straighter than the other side, so I could tear a piece from this side. Yeah, this side is actually straight. And so let's kind of just take a piece here to cover our spine, just kind of not overdo it with the fabric, but have enough to cover this new spine that I made. So that means about like right here. Let's see, do I want one more? No. I want to have plenty, but yeah, about right there in the middle of this little blue piece here. So right there, I'm going to tear And this is cotton fabric from, is this a fat quarter? This might, I don't know if I might have got this at, no, it looks like a fat quarter. This is probably, most of my fat quarters I've gotten at Walmart, so. But I've had them for a good while, and they don't have, a lot of the ones that I have, they don't have them anymore, but anyway, it looks like a fat quarter that I probably got from Walmart. So let's see how we can do this. So this looks plenty long enough to wrap around, plus I'll have some extra here. Let me get my strings off here, and then we'll glue this down with some Fabri-Tac. Got my Fabri-Tac right here. So I like to, like, oh, let's see if we can figure out how much we need here. Start on the inside. Okay, so it'll go down to there on the inside, all the way down to the bottom, and then I'll have a little piece. I like to have a little piece that I wrap around, and I like the wrap around piece to be on the bottom, if possible. So it is possible with this. So let's see, about like a bit more there. Trying to go ahead and tear it now so I don't have to do it later. So about like right here would be good, above this row of little thingamabobs here. So about right there, right in the middle of those. Okay. And if I can tear it, I tear it. If I don't feel like I can tear it, or I don't want to tear it, I usually use my pinking shears there. So it tore just fine. Let me just get a few of these strings off of here. Throw those away. Okay, so let's get this going, and then I'll show you how I'm going to do these pockets and tell you about the pockets, because I have used them before, so you may have seen them before. But if you haven't seen them, then I will tell you about them. They're clear pockets, because at first I was like, well, I'm not going to put pockets and cover up my cute little pages here, but I was like, oh, I think I'll use some of those clear pockets. I haven't used those in a while, and this would be the perfect opportunity. So that's what we're going to do. All right, I think I got all my strings off of there. Looking good. Let's start on the inside. Trying to figure out here. Yeah, let's start on the outside. Let's go this way. There we go. And then we'll have it like an inch below the bottom. Okay. Yeah, and so if you saw the video where I showed you the basket with these books in it, you saw that I had some pages ready. So I already pulled out some pages here, but then I also pulled out a scrapbook collection kit from Echo Park that I have that is dog related. So I'll show you that in a second, or in a few minutes, and then I'll also show you some other scrapbook paper I pulled out, and then I'll show you the pages I pulled out, and then we'll have pages from this book in there. So I technically have probably all the pages I could possibly need or want already to go. Okay, I think that is plenty of glue. And you can't see through this fabric, so I don't think I need to spread it out or anything. We're not going to see any glue streams, strings, whatever, underneath. Okay, so how did I say I wanted this? I think I said I wanted it like this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so, all right, so I have an inch to wrap around the bottom. So about like that. Here's my inch on the bottom. Let me not put too much here at the bottom. I think I got more than an inch there. So about like that. You can see that right here. I got about an inch below the bottom of the book. And I'm going to spread out my fabric over that glue. Yeah, it's got all the colors in here, doesn't it? Orange from the basketball, blue and yellow. Got some green in here. Just a fun fabric. I had a dog fabric, but it was pink, so that didn't go. My little puppy fabric, but nope, it didn't go with this. And I had some other blues, but this was the cutest one with this this cover. Cutest fabric. Yeah, I had another one I really wanted to use. I was like, oh, I would love to use this on this one, but this one goes better. And I had to pick the best one. Because I know if I like it, then you all will like it too. If it's my favorite, then it will probably be your favorite too. Okay. Trying to get this glue right to the edge of the fabric here on the back. A little string here. All right, let me turn this a little bit so I can see better over here. I don't know why I'm working at such a weird angle. This little piece wants to stick up there. And then a little corner here. All right, so a little bit here. I just don't want it to show, you know what I mean? I don't want the glue to show, so I'm trying to not use too much here. But that means just doing a little bit at a time sometimes so that you don't get too much on there. Okay, there's the back. Let's see how we're doing in the front here. Here we need a little bit more under this edge. Alright, hopefully that will do it. This string here sticking to my finger. Okay, let's get this glued down. Okay, let's see. Still a little bit more here. Okay. Out to the edge. Now, I don't know if I'll put any more trim on here. I like it the way it is, and I don't want to make it too frilly or anything in case somebody would want this for a boy, or I guess it could even be maybe a Father's Day present or something. I'm not sure. Whatever. It can be whatever, like I said. Okay, so that's out to the edge now. Let's turn it over and see what it looks on this side. Looking good. Looks like it's in the right spot. Okay, so let's fold up this edge. Get rid of that string. Move my trash can over here a little bit closer. Kind of getting away from me here. Okay, let's fold this bottom piece up. I like the fabric to wrap around the top of the journal, if possible, which it usually is. Works out that way. And it hides any kind of rough edges or anything on the top. And your new spine edge, you know, you don't want that to show really if you don't have to have it showing. It'd be nice to cover it up with a nice fabric like this, you know, and have a nice edge there. Okay. Alright, so now we're ready to glue that other piece down. Let me just make sure this is kind of pushed into my little grooves here. Okay, let's do this top piece. And of course I have to put glue on top of this fabric that we just folded up, because that's going to fold down over. That fabric's going to fold down over this piece. It doesn't have to, but I like it to, you know, I like this piece to fold over, have the fold over the spine, and then you bring this down and it looks nice and finished like that, usually. So let's get some into the little grooves there. Make sure we have plenty on this part, so everything is glued down. And then, alright, I think I have more than enough glue on there. No? There we go. Alright, let's fold this down. And we're bringing it right down to the edge. See how it fits right down to the edge here of the bottom of my book. So it gives it a nice finished look. And then I'm going to smooth all this out. I just want to pull this down tight over the top edge here. If it ends up being too long, I would just cut it off here with some pinking shears if I end up needing to cut any off here, like if I made it too long, whatever, which is a very real possibility. So we'll see how it did here in a second. Yeah, I might have to trim that a little bit there, which is fine. I usually do have to trim that a little bit anyway, so let's make sure we're lined up. Yep. Covering up the new spine. Getting our pretty new fabric in place here. Okay, we need a little bit more glue right here on this edge. All right, that should be plenty there. This piece is wanting to fold up. It was folded up already. Like the fabric would have a little fold there. So now I have to make sure it gets down into that glue to hold it down. All right, there we go. That looks beautiful with the colors, blue and yellow. Okay. Okay, let's see how this edge, this edge is really tight over here. Okay, well, let's see the bottom part. Yeah, a little bit of a snip across the bottom and we'll be good to go. Let me grab my pinking shears real quick. Everything's pretty close in my craft room, so it's easy to get up and grab something. Usually I know where it is, but sometimes I don't. Once in a while I don't know and I gotta look around. Okay, see that just made a nice little pinked edge there, which is, I like that too. Very pretty. Okay, and then let's put those to the side. So let's see how we're doing. Oh, that is pretty. Look at that. I like it. Look at the colors. I love it. That is a fun piece of fabric. Okay, so now pockets. Let's do the pockets, and then I'll show you the pages I have so far. So I have these pockets, which you have, if you've been watching my channel for, I don't know if I've used these in 2024 to tell you the truth, but before that I have used them and I've had them that long. I got them on Amazon and they should be linked. I believe I have them linked in my description box in my Amazon list. I am an Amazon affiliate, so I think we have to say that we're Amazon. It says it in my description box, but I also make sure I say it on video, and we get whatever those links don't cost you anymore. We get a few pennies from it, right? So if you click on it. So oh, that's not the right thing. Let me see. Oh, these are the wrong. Okay, no, these are not what I wanted. But these are some little plastic pockets I have that are small. See, tiny. They are tiny like this. But these aren't the ones I wanted. These are not the ones that I thought they were. Okay, but we'll use this other one. We'll use these right here. But I have these linked in my, these are the ones I was talking about. And they are, I have two sizes linked. We're going to use these two sizes today. And you can put them like this or like this. I think I'm going to put them both like this since they fit here so nicely. And what the great thing about them is that they're see-through. And they're stickers. They're very sticky. I'm not going to add any glue to these. And it's a pocket right here on the front where you can put your ephemera or whatever you want, a picture, whatever you want. But this way you're not covering up. I'm not covering up anything. So I'm going to put this one right down there. Easy as pie. Just make sure it's all pressed down. See that? So there's a pocket there, and I bet you really can't even see it on camera. And then see, here's the other one. Got that white sheet behind it. You pull that off and stick it right down here. And this way we have pockets and we're not covering up our picture. I just thought these would be perfect in this, I don't know why. the all over the overall kind of mode of this fun and fun clear pockets here. So let's see, do I have a little something I can stick in here to show you what they look like? So you could stick something that fits in there as far as like right down in there, or you could just even do something like this. This is a little journal card, just to show you. There's a little thumb notch here, and you just poke whatever you want right in there. There you go. So the cover is done. So what do I have for the pages? Let me show you. So I pulled these out right here from the pages I already had that done. This one I think I'm going to have to cut down. I think that's too, I think it's going to end up being too wide. But this one I'm going to have to make a little less wide. It was the widest one in there. I don't know why I made it so wide, but I did. And then all of these I've pulled out. They're just fun colors and different things. These are all scrapbook papers. And like this was a scrapbook paper. And let me see. This is cardstock. I think the rest of these, this was a paper bag here. And then atlas pages, two different ones, a map from atlas and an index page from an atlas. And then these are, that's scrapbook paper, and this is just blue paper. So that's what those I have to divide up, and amongst, it's going to have two signatures. So let's just say, let's divide them up right now. Blue, let's see, any other plain ones? Well, the cardstock is plain. Just this, well, let's put the brown one. Let's do the brown one first. Brown, and then let's do this blue one. Let's see, I don't want blue right next to another blue though. Oh, this, well, I don't want plain right next to another plain either. So let's do this green one here. And then this will look pretty next to, and this has pockets next to this blue one. And then we'll have, then we can have this one, I think. I can always change these around, but usually the first way I put them is usually how they stay. So I hardly ever change them around once I get them in there. That's a pretty piece of scrapbook paper with a little kind of swirlies and stuff on here. So, and then we have our atlas pages. We'll put, I guess I got some glue on here. Okay, atlas page and atlas page. And then this is the one I need to cut down, and then we'll have this paper bag one. These are paper bags put together with some like duct tape, and then the pockets are at the top here. So we'll put this one, let's put this one here, and we'll get this one, if we have time, we'll get this one ready together in a minute. But let's put that to the side, and I'll show you, we're done with the pockets. I'll show you the other paper I'm going to use. So I pulled out this because I like the colors in here. This is actually, I got this at a thrift store one time, and I have like 3 paper pads of it, and I showed it to you when I brought it home in a Thrifty Thursday, but it's been a couple years at least, maybe more. Double-sided, pretty scrapbook paper. See, look at that blue one, or a light blue one. Look at the one with the numbers on it. Wouldn't those be cute in here? So I might try to take, oh, look at that one with the numbers on it. That would be cute with the blues and the greens. Just these colors look like they would go really, oh, look at that one. I keep saying that. So yeah, I just thought these colors would be fun in here. Here's one with lots of words. So these are Girl Scout words, so I might not use those in here, but I'll use it in one that, because this could be for a boy too, and I don't want to put girl, one that says girl, has the word girl on it if it's going to be for a boy, which I don't know who it's going to be for. And this is the collection kit, Echo Park. It's by Echo Park, it says right here. So probably some cut apart stickers and some of this, you know, maybe 1 or 2 pieces of this paper, because I don't want to put all scrapbook paper in here. I want to get some other like fun vintagey, you know, not vintagey, but just my fun papers, you know, my random kind of papers that I get from thrift stores. But of course I have to put a couple of these. I'll put one of these at least in each signature. But you can see all the little puppies here and things. So cute, right? Lots of little puppies on these, of course. And then, let's see, let's look at the cut aparts one more time. Let's see, what do they say? I love this one with the bones, the red with the bones. Okay, here's journaling cards. So I'll definitely put some of those in there. It's very cute. And then, oh, here's the bigger ones, the bigger journaling cards. Or they can be pockets or whatever, but those are cute. So there's two of those. And the other side is cute too, just for a generic kind of paper. So that's the paper, the scrapbook papers. Oh, let's look at the stickers real quick. We didn't look at the stickers. We can just turn it over here. Here's the stickers, so we can use some of these to decorate. All kinds of fun things. Here, little puppies, a little ham steak, or steak, or whatever that is. Dog house, little bones and words, and a leash, and all kinds of little dog beds, and paws, and bones, and hearts, and all kinds of fun things on there. So let's just cut this down real quick and get this in there. And so I think it's about, let me measure. Yeah, I was going to say 1/2 inch. It's a good 1/2 inch too wide. So, about like that. That'll be our 1/2 inch. About like that. And I have a pocket in here. So, I cut off my pocket edge. So, I'm going to have to re-glue my pocket. But that's okay. Been there, done that. I'm sure most of you maybe have to if you make journals. Try not to do that, but it's if you're going to make your pages ahead of time, sometimes that might happen. But like I said, I don't know why I made this one was wider than all the rest, and I don't know why I did that. I must have been in a hurry and didn't cut it off enough, because I know I made these at work. Like I said, I made them at work on my lunch break, and just, had my site, like I had a template, and then just made all the pages the same size as my template, because I didn't have, I don't think I even brought a book with me. I think I just made one that I knew would fit in the books that I wanted to make these pages for. Made one template, and then, made all the pages that same size. So there we go. That should be much better now. We glued it. It's just paper. And so this is another scrapbook paper that I glued on the back of this that looks pretty with that color when you flip it over. It's kind of the same color that's in here. So let's see, we needed another page on this signature. So let's see how many pages. I think I had the same number, one in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we have about 5 papers in each signature. So let's pick out, let's pick out the Girl Scout page first. Let's call it the Scout scrapbook paper, because I want to put one from here in here because these colors are so cool, and I haven't used, I don't know how, I've used barely any of this. Let's put it that way. And I don't want anything with flowers on it. So, and I think this one has the word girl there. So even though I love that, I'm not going to choose that one. This one has friendship, inspire, dreams, shine. So that's cherish, wonder. I think that one would be good, and I like the back of it. But I want to pick out one, so maybe we'll pick out 2 from here, 2 different ones, for the middle of the signature. So let's see. This one has the word girl on it. That one has flowers. This one actually has flowers too. Oh, this numbered one I liked. It does say Girl Scouts around the edge of it, but I could cut that off. I wonder, maybe I might do that. Yeah, because I really like that numbered one. Let's choose this one for the middle of 1. And then That one's cool. Oh, this one I liked too. I like this side anyway. That one has flowers. Okay, let's go back to, yeah, I didn't realize it had so many flowers. Okay, we got the number, and what's the other one we liked? I liked flowers, 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 flowers. This one here. Well, again, I don't think we're going to get away from the word girl here, but somebody can cover that up if they don't like it. Girl Scout promise. On honor, I will try to serve God and my country to help. Oh, and it had, no, that's not a good one. No, we can't use that one. Sorry, it's too much girl. I like, sorry, I'm kind of like taking a minute to figure it. Let's do this one right here. It's got blue on this side and then all these different patterns on this side. So I think that's good. I think we're going to, it's kind of a generic pattern. Okay, so that'll be the inside piece. Inside kind of page for each one. Let me get my paper cutter again. Cut off our branding strips. These branding strips are just white, so they'll go straight into the trash. Not going to save those. Yes. So if you saw my video where I was taking care of that pile of books and book pages to help clean up my craft room and all that, so that took care of that pile. And then I looked at the other pile, and that reminded me that it was, so we're going to be folding this in half, and let's go ahead and get this one situated, I guess. So yeah, usually I can fold these in half, and I want the pretty paper in the middle, so when you open up the middle of the signature, you see that pretty pattern. And usually what I'll do is either make pockets in the middle or in, you know, on the back of this page. So let's kind of measure and see. Let's get ourselves a page we can measure with here. And fold this up. Let's fold it this way. So about like this. About like that. And I really never measure my pockets, you know what I mean? Like, I never measure my pockets on anything I do. I just kind of look at them and say, this is a good size. Like, for right now I'm saying this is too big. So I want to cut this down. So I'm going to cut this green part off. I don't know what size that is. It's just, you know, what looks good to me. So, you know, your pockets don't have to be any certain size. And I'm just saying that to answer a question that I got in my comments too, about what size are my pockets. They don't just make them what size looks good to you. You know what I mean? They don't have to be any certain size. Okay, so here they are, and I always cut out the middle here by making a little triangle right here, and that takes out some of your bulk. There, it looks nice. It's easier to get things in and out of the pocket, and takes the bulk, some of the bulk out of the middle when you're trying to sew in a signature. You have one less piece of paper to sew through. So all good things. So let's see, I think the width is going to be a little wide on here. So we need about 1/2 inch off the side. This. Let me see if my paper cutter will cut all through all 4 of these layers. And like, you know, after you do this for a while, maybe at first you need to measure, and then after you do it for a while, you kind of get used to like what 1/2 inch looks like, what 1 inch looks like, stuff like that. So you kind of learn, you know, that, and then you don't have to, these I can save for my strips. These are pretty. So, yeah, you kind of learn what measurements look like. That seems like it's not straight. Hold on, let me see here. let me see what I did. I cut it too quickly. It's not my cutter's fault. I didn't probably do something right. If it is crooked at all, let me see. Yeah, it's a little off there. Let me just cut that one more time. Yep, it went through. I put a little pressure on it, but okay. Now let's see if this looks straighter to me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. And this is, actually, this is kind of more like thick paper, I would say, than cardstock. Let me feel my other papers here to feel the difference. Yeah, this is definitely like almost cardstock, but not quite. So I'm going to use a little bit of Fabri-Tac on here. And then if I feel like it needs to be sewn, I'll sew it later. But since it's not cardstock, I'll just put a little bit of glue here. And we'll have these, I don't want a string there, gluing my pocket together. Had a little string going across. And then this has a little like green design in the back of it. It's not just plain blue, if you can see that. I'm not sure, but it's very pretty. And it looks pretty with these pockets, these colorful pockets down here on the bottom part. I'm just making sure that's sticking. Okay, yeah, I think that's stuck together. And that's stuck together. Alright, so let's see. This was going to be the middle of a signature, so let's see how we did. I should have tried it out before I glued that down to make sure it wasn't too wide, or I could end up cutting my pockets off again. Oh, I think it's just right. Okay, well that's perfect, and that's what it looks like when you open up. See, and then there's your pocket there, so that's going to be pretty in that signature. And I've got this little piece that I cut off I can save for something. Maybe we need a little trim somewhere or something. So this is the page with, it does have some, it says Brownie Girl Scouts. I love Brownies Girl Scouts. Okay, so let's cut the branding strip off so I can just have that out of the way. Oh, and while we're doing that, we'll just cut this whole little top part off. This says Brownie Girl Scouts on it. So we just have the numbers. Like I had to cut a 1/2 inch off of that one anyway. You saw that, right? The 1/2 inch that I had to cut off the side so it wasn't too wide. So that's kind of what we're doing here by cutting off these words. So that works out well, right? It's just that I want this to be able to be for a boy or a girl. If somebody did want, I mean, I don't know what anybody's going to want it for. I can't really predict that, but you know, who's going to get it, you know, in the end. But I do my best. All right, that looks good. I have a little blue edge here too. That looks pretty, actually. Okay, let's take these. Oh, I could use these in my strips too. Yeah. Okay. So then, now we can fold this in half. And it should be the right width. Let's see. Before I measured with this, so let's measure with this again because it turned out really well. Okay, and so to make pockets on here, I would want some more, you know, interest over here on this. It's kind of a, if you can see, kind of a layered brown look. You know, it's not solid brown, but still it needs some more. Little oomph over here, little oomph, little more interest. So I'm going to fold this up, but then I'm going to cut it off, and turn it around so it's not upside down. If you don't care about it being upside down, you don't have to do that if you're making a journal, but I kind of like can't deal with my pockets being upside down. whatever the design is on it. So all you got to do is cut that off and turn it around like this. And I still even make my little triangle too, usually. So I do have to kind of like, how did I do that? When it's not attached, I kind of have to like, okay, this is how it would be if it was attached. So I don't like, and it would, I hope I'm doing this right. But yeah, like that. And then, okay, so say it was attached and you fold it back up, and there you go. You have your upright numbers and your little triangle, or my little triangle in between. And then you can either sew or glue it, and since I'm gluing this, since it's not cardstock really, just thick paper, I'm using my Fabri-Tac on this. So we will glue this together. And then I will come back to you, I think, with I'll probably get the signature sewn in, and then come back to you with the next step of decorating with some of the, stickers and things I have in these two, or this one collection kit, and other things I might pull out too. So we'll see. And if I have to see how many. This is going to be paper number in both of these signatures, paper number 6. So I need a few more papers to have enough pages in each signature. Okay, so that is in the middle, that triangle. This is lined up here, and this is sticking out a little bit over here, so I need to cut a little strip off right here. The glue's still wet, but these are my non-stick scissors. So I think I can go ahead and get away with cutting that off and getting the glue off my scissors easily. So there is that one, and I think that's really cute with the numbers. And we took off the part that said I love brownies and Girl Scouts or whatever. So this one will be, oh, wait a minute, it goes this way. I can easily turn this around. It's going this way because I want the numbers to be, when you open up the middle, I want them to be in the middle. They'll be right here, like this. See, doesn't it look cool? And it fits in there perfectly. I'm going to let these edges dry, so let me let this be opened and put it over here to dry so it doesn't glue my pages together. And then we'll pick out one more during this video for the outside of the signature, and that's 2 from this collection kit. So let's turn it back over where the papers are. So we're not going to use any of our cut apart pages here. So we start off with this page here with the little puppies on it. So let's see what we might want beside that. I'm going to need this paper cutter again in a second, but these puppies look very similar to these puppies, don't they? But let me see what else we got. So here's some more cut aparts. I don't want to use those. Put those to the side. So let's see what we have left to choose from. Oh, we have paws. That would be cute to start off with, paws, and then have the puppies on the inside of this signature. So that could be maybe the first one. And then let's see. So we used that one. Let's see what the next one is. The next one is, I need to turn off my heater because I'm getting hot now. This one is plaid. Let me move this out of the way. I need to see it next to the puppies. I like the bones. And it's going to be next to this fabric too. Let me see the other one. I kind of like the paws next to the fabric in the front. Even though the back one will be next to the fabric in the front, I just want the front to look a certain way, like it belongs in the front. And then this one could be, well, it could be this way too. Let me see this. Oh, I like that one too. I think I really do like the paws though, because it's, you know, so you know, dog related. You got puppy paws. And then this one could be the back one. Okay, so back signature. Okay, we got it. We got it. That wasn't too hard. And so let's see. So the back one and the front one. Let's do the back ones with the front signature. I'm thinking that's the front signature over there that I've got drawing. So let's do the back signature first, which is this paper here. Cut off our branding strip. And put that, this has got some pretty color on it, so that I can use that in my strips that I sew together. And then, let's see if this has a direction. The plaid doesn't. These paws go every which way, so it doesn't really matter. It's 12 by 12, so it's a square piece of paper. But we did have to, let me go ahead and fold it actually. And yeah, I like this on the outside. Let's see how it fits around here. It fits good. And do I want a pocket here? I got a pocket in the middle signature. I got pockets on the inside of the covers. I guess we can make one more pocket here. So let's fold this up to the right size. And it's non-directional, so I don't have to cut it off and turn it around, which is always good, always nice. Let me make sure. I like it to cover there we go. Yeah, it's not too tall, it's not too short, just right. I kind of like this pocket bigger. What do you think? Yeah, I think I like this one bigger. Let's cut out the triangle and see what we think. Leaving this one a little bit bigger. I don't know why. I think it's the paper. It looks really cute with this and this together too. Yeah, I like that. Now this is cardstock, so I'm going to go sew this together in a minute. Let's get the other one ready though, and I'll do both at the same time. So that's going to be for that back signature. It'll look like this. Oh, let's see if it's too wide though. Yeah, I do need to cut a little bit off, like a 1/4 inch, like I've been doing, 1/2 inch off the whole thing, or I'm going to cut a 1/4 off of each side. Since this is cardstock, I'm going to need to do one side at a time, because I know that my paper cutter won't go through. I'm measuring here. Let's see. About 1/4 inch off of each side. So about like that. Maybe a little bit more. I don't think that was quite 1/4 inch. Another little sliver. Let's see if they look the same. Yep. That's perfect. Now let's try it around here and see how it fits around. Perfecto. Okay. Now, yeah, I'll sew that together in a second. Let's get the second one ready. This one here, same thing. Cut off our branding strip. Let's see, these strips are basically this one I can use. That's a 1/4 inch one. Well, this one. If I would have cut this in one piece, it would have been more usable, but I cut 2 pieces, so it's kind of thin. Which I do use thin strips sometimes, but I don't think I'm going to save those. I have gone into my trash though and pulled things out. Like, where is that so-and-so? I think I need that. I'm sure you guys have too. Alright, so let's avoid the dilemma of cutting a 1/2 inch off and cut or a 1/4 inch off and cut a hole. Oh, this is directional. Okay, so let's look at this side. Cut a whole 1/2 inch off one side here. How about that? Instead of 1/4 inch off 2 sides. We'll just get it done right now. 1/2 inch off this side right here. Gotta do what you gotta do, but I can save that and use it. This is a whole 1/2 inch. Now we fold this, wait, yeah, this is directional, so we have to fold it like this. And then, so, yeah, I wanted this on the outside, so we can fold this up and have the little paws here on the inside. Let's see if we like the big pocket on this one. See, I don't like it on this one. It's covers up too much of the puppies. Let me see. It covers up too much of the puppies, so we've definitely got to cut this down. Unless we don't want a pocket here. Let me just see how it looks the other way. I'd have to cut it. I want this on the outside, and I don't like pockets on the very first page, like as far as outside, the, you know, here, when you open up the journal, and there's a pocket. I don't usually do that. Let's just cut this off real quick and just see if I'm going to do something I never do. You never know. It is nice to change things up once in a while. If I like it, we'll do it. Let's just cut this off. We might not have a pocket at all. Or we could have a corner pocket or something later. You can always add pockets later, after the signatures are sewn in. We don't have to decide right now. Okay, that's the second signature. This should be dry by now, so I can put this back together. Yeah, this is dry, not gluey anymore. It's dry, so that's that. So this is going here. It fits around nicely. Now, do we want a pocket on the outside? So it would be the puppy. These puppies all look good too. So I could put a puppy pocket here. That's cute, I have to say. That is cute. And so it would be like, that is cute. That is cute. I just don't know if I want it. Do I want it like that, or do I see? I like the whole page. No, I really like this better. I bet you do too. So that means, do I want a pocket on this side? A smaller pocket. I just said that this was too big. See, it covers up too much of the puppies. So let's cut this down and see if we like it better as some smaller pockets. So again, I'm eyeballing where I think I might like it. I'm not measuring or anything. Eyeballing where I think how big I want the pockets. And I don't want them too big because, but I want them to big enough to be pockets, but not too big where it covers up too much of the puppies. So, like that. Let's see. See, that's going to be much better. Yeah, see, you see a lot of most of the puppies. Yeah, I like that. That's a lot better. Okay, and I could leave it like that, or I could make my little triangle, which I'm going to do, which is like this. And then, there we go. So I'm going to go sew this one and the other one, and then I'll be back to share with you what they look like and my next steps. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've been finished sewing, and this was our first page. I did a little zigzag stitch around the whole thing since this was cut off and I had to sew it back on. And then I wouldn't have had to do that, but I was trying to see if I would like it over here, and so I didn't just flip it over, but I could have just flipped it over if I didn't cut it off. But then so I did. I had to sew it back on, and then this one we did just flip over, and I liked the deeper pocket on this one, so I left it. Now we can put our signatures back in here and be ready to go. I need to add some more papers to this, so I'm going to do that, get these sewn in, and then we'll be back. I'll be back with some decorating. So anyway, I think we came a long way during this video, and hope you enjoyed the start of this cute little journal. It's turning out really cute, And I'm so glad I chose this one to do first. So thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.